So what you see here when I wake up the device is basically an unlock screen. This unlock screen is customizable, so you can basically choose what your unlock pattern is. For example, if you want a simple gesture to unlock your phone, you can do that. I guess that's not the one I use this time. Or you can have a more secure pattern. So in this case, let's say I trace a key, and that will unlock your device for you. So you can have a very friendly, more complex, secure as you like unlock gesture for your phone. Additionally, what we have here is the basic home screen for Android. There's a couple things on it, of course, basic stuff like applications that you can launch. It's also got a status bar at the top. The status bar has all the things you would expect. It's got the time, battery life, signal strength, and so on. It also has some icons at the top, notifications that come from other applications. Of course, you see that in other phones as well, where you've got a mail or SMS message or a calendar that the phone wants to make you aware of. Well, in most phones, you actually kind of have to guess and say, well, where did that come from? What app launched or put that notification in? Well, with Android, you just touch on the status bar and drag it down, and you have access to all notifications. And this is available to you from any application in the system. You don't have to be in the home screen to pull on your status bar. Anywhere you're on the device, you can click it, and then you can click on my calendar notification here to tell me I have a test at 9 o'clock, and you can dismiss it that way. So you can easily get your missed calls, read email, etc. through the accessible status bar. We also have a home screen here that I mentioned before. It shows you applications that you can launch, various apps I have on the device, some favorites along the bottom. It also has a couple areas on it that you can move around to. So with a simple gesture of your hand, you can fling it around. You've got a Google search box, a clock. You want to move your clock around and customize it, simply drag it over. You can actually customize things any way you like. You can also create shortcuts. Simply by pressing on an empty space here, it brings up a menu. Let's say I wanted to create a shortcut to my favorite browser bookmark. Let's say I wanted to do the New York Times. And then it creates the New York Times icon here, which is very easy to access for your web browser. You can also create shortcuts to other things. For example, Gmail, music playlist, contacts. For example, if I wanted to have a favorite contact on my desktop here, just simply create it, and I have simple one-tap access to the contact card for Adam. Not his real number, so don't worry about it. That's how I call him there. So I showed you a little bit about the home screen again. Very simple app launcher. You notice that the icons at the bottom are persistent, so you have your favorites along with all your customized content. We also talked early on about WebKit and the web browser. So if I go to the Google homepage, which is basically something they call Grand Prix, it's basically Google made for mobile devices. It gives you a Google search box, access to your calendar, access to your Gmail, etc. So basically, this app was written for WebKit-enabled phones. Didn't have to be modified to run on Android. It just works on the box. So any work you do that is taking advantage of WebKit-enabled phones will work on Android without any modification. Another thing I want to show you on Android is some of the cool zooming technology. So here we have, and this is obviously the conference that you're at. You can see the website for it. You can do basic things like flinging the page around. You can also use some zoom stuff. For example, if you double tap, you get a little magnifier. By dragging that magnifier around, pick the part of the page you want to zoom in on, and we can go see Chris DeBona up close and personal there. You can use this to navigate any site that you want to have access to and zoom in on a particular part of the page. Next, I'll show you Google Maps. Again,